guys, and welcome back to the most boring team in the NBA review, the Indiana Pacers. This game was completely boring. It was the only time I was even remotely interested was when the bench was on the floor, with Lance Stevenson and O'Shea Brissett, and Torrey Craig's good defense was entertaining. This team, almost fully healthy, only missing Chris Duarte, played worse against the Celtics than when it had Dwayne Washington Jr. and Kiefer Sykes starting in the backcourt. Those guys are better in the backcourt than Malcolm Brogdon and Karis LeVert. It's not even a joke anymore. It's not even a meme. It's just actually accurate. Maybe statistically they're worse, but play-wise and fitting Rick's scheme-wise and meshing with teammates-wise, those guys are better. Those guys are better. I mean, Lance Stevenson on similar minutes to Brogdon had a better game than Brogdon. Sykes didn't play at all, but Jeremy Lamb got playing time, and Jeremy Lamb had a bad game. Miles had a good game at least. Domas had a bad game. LeVert had an okay game. It was like box score wise, but watching him play is just not. It's not at all like last year. It's not at all like last year. I mean, Justin Holiday was okay. O'Shea Brissett was good. He almost had a double-double. He goes out there and gives it everything he's got every single time. Every single time he touches the floor, he's great. Torrey Craig, he was entertaining. Lance Stevenson got into the Celtics huddle, as Lance Stevenson does. That was fun. Dwayne Washington got normal rotational minutes, which he deserved, but I feel like Kiefer Sykes deserves them too instead of Jeremy Lamb. And Dwayne Washington did okay. Yeah. And at the end, we put in the back of our bench with Isaiah Jackson and Goga and Sykes and Terry Taylor and Dwayne Washington Jr. And all those guys did fine. It's just, yeah, this team is better with G League guys. Well, Sykes and Dwayne Washington are no longer G League guys. I think they've graduated from that. But when we had like Justin Anderson and Ahmad Carver on 10 days, this team was more entertaining and better playing wise. Like, that should be severely concerning to the front office. I get we're tanking, but you need to find a way to definitely prevent this in the future when, we're trying to finish up the tank and win. So, it's just, can we sit Brogdon, because we can't trade him yet, and then when we can trade him, trade LeVert, trade Miles, because he's upset with the front office, because what the front office did. Miles still likes the fans. He still likes the state of Indiana, but the front office just ruined it all. They ruined it all. It was a perfect marriage here in Indy, and they ruined it all. Putting him in trade rumors constantly, never giving him what he wanted, even though he definitely deserved it. So now he wants out because the front office was stupid, and he ruined it. He could have been a Pacer for life, and you guys just ruined it. Now, Herb Simon and Kevin Pritchard, I don't even know at this point. I don't even know what to tell you guys at this point, because you suck. You suck. You suck at your jobs. You're terrible. You're terrible. That's all there is to it. You're terrible. And Domas wants out too. So now both of the bigs are upset. At least we have somewhat their replacements in Isaiah Jackson and Goga, who are both very good defensive players, and Isaiah Jackson is more the Miles Turner type, and Goga is more the Domas type. So I guess we kind of have their replacements. I would be opposed to giving them actual playing time because they're good players and they never get any playing time. But you basically have our whole starting lineup mad. Justin Holiday at least still likes to be here, and he's decent, so I want to keep him here because he likes the fans, he likes the city, and those type of guys you need to hang on to. Um, yeah. Yeah. If you're going to trade these guys, trade them now. If you're going to trade Miles Turner, do it soon so that I can cry then and stop being stressed out about it until the trade deadline or something. Just get it over with, get the pain over with, get everything over with. Get this whole season over with. It's all too painful. It's just all too painful. Man. Just give these young, entertaining guys some minutes. Let's lose some games. Let's draft Jaden Ivy. Come on, let's just get it over with. Let's fricking get it over with at this point. I'm tired. Tired of this. This team sucks. Sucks really bad. And yeah. Keep the guys who want to stay. Trade the guys who want out. And, now, try and keep the guys who want to stay here happy instead of constantly just disregarding them, never giving them what they want, and always being just neglectful of the fans and the players, because nobody's going to want to play for you and nobody's going to want to be a fan of the Pacers if you just constantly keep neglecting us. I mean, Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, issued a statewide, fan-wide apology to all the fans about how the season went. And he says changes are coming. He showed that he's trying to make changes. He showed that he's going to do whatever it takes to try and bring Indy a championship. Unlike this Pacers front office, Herb Simon has shown nothing. And Kevin Pritchard has done nothing but say, oh, it's a tough out for the past few off seasons when we get eliminated in the playoffs or the play-in, and then does this type of stuff where he sours the waters of players that enjoy being here. My faith has been restored that, the younger generation is picking up the Pacers just like I did, because I've seen multiple young kids at my high school basketball games running around with like Domas jerseys, Oladipo jerseys, Paul George jerseys, Chris Duarte jerseys, Miles Turner's jerseys. Like, I've seen a decent amount of kids running around with Pacers gear and saying they're Pacers fans. So at least the younger generation is picking up this fandom, but a lot more people would be fans if ownership and the front office was more involved with the fans and with player relations and not treating these guys like they're robots. They have feelings too. It's upsetting to watch this. We better actually get someone in the draft. If you have the chance to take Jaden Ivy, you take Jaden Ivy. If you have to trade up to get Jaden Ivy, you trade up to get Jaden Ivy. Because if you've seen Jaden Ivy play, you know he's a can't-miss talent. He's from Indiana, too. He went to college in Indiana. And it's not, I can never remember the dude's frickin' name. It's not like these guys from Indiana that, people want us to draft back in the 80s who were just white and could shoot and who had very, very little athletic and defensive ability. Jaden Ivy, athletic, plays hard, good three-point shooter, good interior finisher, good ball handler. His only weakness is offensive rebounding, and sometimes his shot selection goes cold. Those are his weaknesses. He translates well to the NBA. You draft him. Not just because he's from Indiana, because Jaden Ivy is one of the best players in college basketball. And all the other best players are bigs for the most part. And we don't need a big. But Jaden Ivy is a guard. We need guards. Because we're going to trade away, hopefully, our backcourt with Brogdon and LeVert. And then we have Jaden Ivy at point guard and Duarte at shooting guard or small forward. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny. And this team's going to be the end of me. It's going to be the end of me. But we're going to stick the season out. to see how this draft goes. Hopefully it goes our way. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. See you guys next time.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight, you know. One of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.